Carl here again to trim the fat off the EA Play livestream events today and share all the news with you. There's more than one pack announced here, so stick around. The main news to share is diluted a bit due to the leak yesterday, but plenty of people don't know that The Sims 4 Island Living is coming. The pack releases June 21st for PC and Mac and July 16th for consoles. Bear with me, as a lot of info is scattered and I'm trying to organize it. There was a trailer reveal and a Q&A session with extra footage, so we'll go back and forth between the two to create coherent sections to the video. So yes, there are mermaids, but let's first take a look at Sulani and activities for Sims who visit the beach. They really took advantage of the new environment in terms of things for Sims to do. We see that there are jet skis and Sims can learn to do tricks on them. That's not the only mode of island transportation either. There are also canoes you can sail around in. Right now we hope this ties into fishing somehow, but we're not sure. Without setting foot in the water, there's plenty to do. Lounging around at the beach is a requirement, and thanks to the new lounge chairs, you can enjoy sun tanning, and if you get too much, you'll actually get a sunburn like this poor pasty guy. Have a look at this great prank where the kid covers the guy in sand stripes and he wakes up from his tanning session like a naked pissed off zebra. That's hilarious. When they're not tormenting adults, Sims can also make sandcastles. Various designs were shown, but as this tends to go, they can also stomp and destroy them. If you like playing a bad guy, stomping a sandcastle was right up there with using the killing joke on your own mother. If holding back on that vulnerable sandcastle frustrates you, blow off some steam collecting seashells with the family. You can do that too. Something a lot of people have been waiting for is the ability to swim in open water. And while there, they may meet a dolphin or two. You can feed them fish and they'll become your friends. There's also the opportunity to at least snorkel, if not scuba dive, and enjoy the views of all the tropical fish and other life that flourishes around the island's coral reef. The Island Living pack features something dear to me. There's a lot of life here, such as sea turtles, dolphins, and reef fish. Life can be very delicate. Baby turtles hatch on the beach in this pack, so it's especially true. Plastic and other litter can really mess up the environment, but the new conservationist career can tend the land and will be rewarded financially and visually for doing so. A clean beach attracts more life with butterflies, colorful flowers, and lush greenery showing up when the area is clean. It's not the only career, but we'll mention a couple more later. Doing good things may attract reward from the elementals that live on the island. They'll show appreciation if you take care of the land, but could also piss them off if you're a litter bug. I suppose these are renamed ghosts, but they may have other properties that we're unaware of. Elementals aren't the only occult types present on the island. Mermaids can also be seen, and you can make and customize them and create a sim. Mermaids have two forms, one for the sea and one for land, and you can pick how they look for both, down to changing the colors of their fins. And get a look at that trait randomizer button up top in this shot. Mermaids are clearly going to be great on the water, but we don't know yet what their power can do. We know there's probably a secret related to befriending a dolphin as a mermaid, but there may be plenty more, and as a fully featured occult, I look forward to seeing what they can do. There's a strong sense of community on this island with impromptu gatherings centered around food or kava. Yes, kava, the relaxing drink that is making its way mainstream in the US now that there are kava bars in some cities. You can live down by the beach or up in the hills. If your home is beachfront, you can jump right off into the water from your deck. Now that's cool. We're waiting to hear if players have control over these stilt things they use to put houses in water. It may be a new foundation type that builders would have a lot of fun with. Sims on the island seem to care a lot about one another, and it is probably because they're all doomed by the active volcano that made the place. Yeah, there's a volcano, and it does spit lava rocks at you, so we have a potential new death here. Better not tick off the elementals just in case. Swallow your gum. I mentioned conservationists, and Sims can obviously be lifeguards, but it is also worth bringing up that fishing has some improvements coming. Evidently, it's getting its own career, which will provide some reliable money without standing in Sylvan Glade all stinking day. It's a very welcome change, especially with the new fish types coming. You can also be a diving instructor, so that's another way to make some cash to afford to live here. One of the first things they went over is clothes, and I put that at the end. Oh well. So lots of Polynesian and Hawaiian inspired clothing here that fits the setting believably. I've slowed this down some so you can see them flip through the various outfits without missing half of them. And now about two new packs and a partnership. The Sims 4 has partnered with Moschino in the past and will be doing a Moschino stuff pack with them in order to bring more of their clothing into the game. At the same time, they're adding a part-time fashion photographer career in that stuff pack, which is a unique addition. Near to the end, Joey Graceffa came on to announce a partnership with It Gets Better, a foundation for LGBTQ youth that will be releasing new Pride-related fashion items around June 18th for Pride Month, including gender-neutral bathrooms. Lastly, and more importantly for me, they announced the new Realm of Magic game pack that will come out later this year. It's the first time I can remember they built hype for something with absolutely no promotional materials, and that is pretty far off. Witches did very well in a recent community poll, so this doesn't surprise me. Expansions and game packs give us the majority of our gameplay content, so I'm hoping the Magic Pack isn't the last addition for the year, but we still wait for more news. If you happen to watch the trailer for this and like the music, it is by the C90s, Shine a Light Flight Facilities remix. Thanks everyone for your time, and I hope I saved you a bit by making this. I do this most times I do a live stream. This time it took me a bit as it was a lot more info to go through, and I had to make a page and get screenshots. If you like what I do, there are options on the description to let you support my creativity. I'll be back when they demonstrate Island Living gameplay. I enjoy what I do, but time off before then is pretty precious. All right, have a great weekend, everyone.